Hello, elders. We have some exciting news to share with you regarding the June stimulus check of $2,000. This update is specifically for you if you get Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits. Are you unsure if you qualify for the $2,000? Here's everything you need to know. Stimulus check. We've got all the information you need. If you're wondering when you'll receive your payment, we'll let you know the specific dates. We'll walk you through the steps if there's anything you need to do to guarantee you receive your check. Became flaming concerns regarding the stimulus checks. We've listed the most frequent ones and offered concise responses. Stay tuned until the end of the video to ensure that you have all the information you need. And if you find this video useful, please consider subscribing. As the country continues to struggle with the economic fallout from the pandemic, we'll keep you informed about all the latest information and resources available for seniors. In a historic move approved by Congress, the federal government has stepped in to provide vital financial relief to millions of struggling Americans. A fresh round of $2,000 stimulus checks intended primarily for elderly and people on government benefits like Social Security are scheduled to be given in June. Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, Supplemental Security Income, SSDI, and VA benefits. The timing of this eagerly anticipated financial boost couldn't be more ideal for seniors. Security benefit claimants have been disproportionately affected by the prolonged economic instability, skyrocketing inflation, and growing living expenses. The $2,000 stimulus checks were intended to lessen some of the financial hardships experienced by these marginalized groups, enabling them to pay for needs like food, shelter, and health care. If you are currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits, the qualifying requirements for the $20,000 stimulus checks have been carefully designed to target people who are most in need of financial assistance. Extra money received from Security SSI benefits, disability insurance through Social Security payments from SSDI owing to a chronic disability, or benefits from the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, you are eligible to receive the $2,000 stimulus payment. It is crucial to remember that the eligibility requirements are only dependent on your participation in one or more of these federal benefit programs. There are no additional requirements or income limits. June is set aside for stimulus checks, with the dates differing according on the type of reward. After the regular payment cycle, Social Security users can anticipate receiving their checks between June 9th and June 23rd road. SSI recipients will receive their stimulus on June 1st stone, in addition to their monthly benefits. SSDI beneficiaries are expected to get their SSI payments from June 9th to June 23rd, which coincides with Social Security. The VA has not yet released details, but recent rounds have indicated that payments will be made in late June or early July. Please note that these dates are tentative and could be delayed. The catalyst. The same payment procedures that are used for normal federal benefits, direct deposit into bank accounts, will be used to deliver checks. If you get paper checks or direct express debit cards by mail, make sure your contact information is current to prevent delivery problems. If you don't receive your check on time, can inquire further with the appropriate organizations, such as the VA or Social Security Administration. Regretfully, government assistance programs frequently draw con artists. People should be vigilant since the government will never contact, text, or email you to request financial or personal information in order to obtain stimulus funding. They should also never give sensitive information to uninvited sources. Assert oneself as official, and these $2,000 payments serve as a lifeline for many elderly people and assistance users who are suffering with growing expenses and unstable economies that the money can pay for. While not a long-term option, necessities like rent, utilities, medical costs, past due payments, and unforeseen expenses. The stimulus has the ability to reduce financial strain, prevent debt or eviction, and even enhance the standard of living for those with low incomes. Going forward, even as the pandemic's effects fade, policymakers will still need to provide this vulnerable demographic with ongoing support and advocacy to address their ongoing needs. The $2,000 stimulus checks will offer much-needed temporary relief, But it's important to understand that this one-time payment is not a long-term solution. As the economic landscape changes, policymakers must prioritize sustainable solutions to ensure dignity and financial security for all seniors and those relying on federal benefit programs. Policymakers and advocacy groups must give priority to sustainable long-term initiatives in order to truly address the systemic concerns affecting these vulnerable populations, including the financial struggles that many seniors and federal assistance users experience. The growing expense of medical care and prescription drugs is one issue that needs immediate response. Medications can quickly become an unmanageable financial burden for seniors living on fixed incomes. In addition, efforts must be made to address the skyrocketing costs of healthcare and look into ways to make life-saving treatments and therapies more accessible and affordable. Vital to assess whether current federal benefit systems, such Social Security and Supplemental Security income, are adequate. While SSI programs have been millions of people's lifelines, the benefit amounts have frequently lagged behind the rising cost of living, placing many participants in a difficult financial situation. To get by, ensuring that elderly and people with disabilities to maintain a minimal standard of life may require regular benefit modifications and increases. Lack of affordable housing options for low-income seniors and those with disabilities is another urgent concern, are compelled to devote a disproportionate share of their meager salary to mortgage or rent payments, leaving little money for other necessities. Measures that support the creation of affordable, accessible housing units and rental assistance or property tax relief programs could greatly reduce this cost load. In addition to tackling these particular issues, it's critical to promote a more significant cultural shift in the way society perceives and values its elderly people. More intergenerational ties should be encouraged, yet all too frequently, the experiences and contributions of older persons are disregarded or undervalued, promoting age-friendly neighborhood development. Additionally, efforts should be made to empower and involve seniors themselves in the decision-making processes that impact their lives. Their voices, perspectives, and lived experiences should be at the forefront of policy discussions to ensure that, by dispelling stereotypes, we can create an environment that is more welcoming and supportive for seniors. That while the $2,000 stimulus payments serve as a vital lifeline for millions of seniors and federal assistance users, solutions are customized to meet their specific needs and interests. It's critical to understand that these one-time payments are only a temporary fix. Long-term improvement will necessitate a thorough multidimensional strategy that prioritizes affordable healthcare, adequate benefit levels, accessible housing, cultural inclusivity, and empowerment in order to address the systemic issues these vulnerable populations face. Together, we can work toward a society that genuinely values and supports its elderly and people with disabilities. This is a collective responsibility. That necessitates the combined efforts of legislators, advocacy organizations, healthcare professionals, and communities. As we look past the short-term respite offered by the stimulus checks, let's recommit to creating a more compassionate and equitable future where every senior and person with a disability can live. As we look to the future and the continued needs of seniors and federal benefit recipients, we can create a community that respects and uplifts those who have paved the way for generations to come with dignity, financial security, and the knowledge that their needs will be met together. It's critical to recognize the critical role community support systems play in ensuring the well-being and quality of life of seniors and people with disabilities. All too frequently, these groups can become isolated and cut off from the social networks and resources that could offer them the companionship and assistance they need. Enhancing and broadening community-based assistance networks can significantly impact the resolution of these issues. One such strategy is the development and marketing of senior centers and community hubs. These establishments act as priceless meeting spots, providing a vast array of services and activities catered to the requirements of senior centers, offer a comprehensive support system that fosters independence, engagement, and overall well-being for older adults. Additionally, efforts should be made to bolster home-based care services and resources for those who are elderly or disabled. These resources and services include social activities, educational classes, health screenings, and meal programs. Who might be unable to move around much, or who would rather age in place in the comfort of their own homes. Services like meal delivery, home health care, and help with everyday chores can help these people keep their independence and dignity while getting the support they require from volunteer networks.